is 9 News with Kate Creedon.
Good afternoon. We'll begin with what's been a terrible 24 hours on Sydney beaches, with one woman's body pulled from the water after a freak accident, and the search happening now for another swimmer missing since this morning. Let's start off with Alex Heike at Coogee, where that search is underway. Alex, a brave police officer tried to rescue this man this morning.
Yeah, he did, Kate, and we have some images to bring to you of that attempted rescue. A police officer, full uniform, jumped into the water here at Coogee alongside an off-duty surf lifesaver. He had a boogie board, but there was very little they could do in that battle against the waves. That man in his 20s that went for a swim very early this morning, he has not been seen since. That rescue attempt, all in vain, unfortunately, launching, as you mentioned, Kate, a large-scale rescue operation. What is really behind all of this is these surging swells coming from absolutely out of nowhere. It has caught, authorities admit it themselves, it has caught them off guard. We'll move north now to Palm Beach, just further north rather of Sydney. Well, there was a search that has resumed for a 14-year-old boy after the boat he was in capsized due to this heavy swell. Two other people were on that boat. One of them was winched to safety. The other man, unfortunately, has passed away. And then we've just learned as well last night at Avoca Beach, a swimmer went under the waves, was found unresponsive in the water. Two off-duty surf lifesavers were able to pull him to shore and resuscitate him, but he is in a critical condition as we come to air this afternoon. We spoke with surf lifesavers a little earlier as well.
Because of the conditions and the inclement weather, lifeguards and lifesavers, although we had everyone out in force, just did not expect to see this wave of drownings and rescues occurring.
So the majority of beaches across Sydney and really across New South Wales, Kate, are closed today. The simple message from authorities: stay out of the water if you can.
Yeah, wild conditions there, Alex. Thank you. Let's go now to Lauren Evans, further south at Maroubra Beach, where a woman has drowned after being swept into the water early this morning. Lauren, she was struck by a wave.
That's right, Kate. The 25-year-old woman, it was around 4 o'clock this morning on New Year's Day when she was struck by several waves, first into the rock pool and then further out to sea by more waves. And she's understood to be a Chinese national, and her body was found an hour later following a major search operation at around 5 o'clock this morning. Now, I'll just show you what that rock pool looks like at the moment at Maroubra Beach. Beachgoers are being urged to stay out of the water, but just in the last hour I have seen a few swimmers brave the cold and brave the conditions and jump in despite how dangerous the conditions are. But take a listen to what some of the locals around here have had to say about the last 24 hours.
I think people are just unaware of the power of the ocean, and how deadly it is.
My wife's the actual ocean swimmer, and she just turned it down straight away. The entire group did. There was just no one was going out. It was just too rough.
It's been a really tough start to the year for surf lifesavers right across Sydney and right across the coastline. And like Alex said, beachgoers are being urged to stay out of the water.
Yeah, heartbreaking news, Lauren. Thanks for the update. Let's turn to the New Year's Eve celebrations. Millions of Australians across the country stopping to watch the night sky light up and welcome in the new year. Sydney Harbour bursting into colour with its iconic display, and this time with a special tribute to honour the Bond